Video in the diary of the MBM Draw and More results analysis. So this is for the 25th of the 1st. So all of the results are related to the subscription for the 25th. So the first one we had was Melbourne victory versus Sydney FC in the Big Blue Derby, and we had a drawdown for that, which came in, which was brilliant. So it ended 2-2, 1-1 at half time. Brilliant game as well. I watched the second half. I love watching the A-League. It's one of my favourite leagues to actually watch. I don't know why. I've always enjoyed it. I started watching it years and years ago when English players started going over there, when it was sort of the destination to go to before sort of China and the US. You had players going over to Australia. And since then I've just carried on watching it, and it's on at a good time in the morning as well. So sometimes just before I start working I'll have a little look. But yeah, delighted with the result on this one to get the draw. I think it was an 81st minute equaliser, and that set us up beautifully for the day because it kicked off at 8:45, so really pleased with that one. Next we had under 2.5 goals in Barrow versus Salford, which was in League Two in England. So yeah, if you did a straight bet on this one, then you'll have been successful. It's also worth noting that it was 0-0 at half time. So anyone who was doing what I suggest and sort of trading out earlier before the first goal goes in, then you'll have been successful. It wouldn't have helped with the advanced strategy. There was no goal in the first 20 minutes, so you wouldn't have been able to get involved there. But you would have been able to get in and out of the trade before any damage was done. I think the first goal was in the 60th minute or something like that, and the second goal was in injury time. So another win there. Next up, we had a corner pick which didn't come in, which was quite disappointing. I'm always more disappointed when the corner ones don't come in. I don't know why. It's just because it's something that I enjoy betting on, and I don't like it when it doesn't work. So this one was in the Belgian Pro League, Charleroi, and you can see that there were only 8 corners in the match, and the bet was on over 10. And when we analyse it, I mean, obviously it's disappointing that it didn't come in, and I'm not trying to make any excuses, but the game performed how I would expect it to perform. The home team went 1-0 down, and were fighting to get back, and they were having a lot of the ball and a lot of pressure. 19 shots on target, not on target, sorry, 19 shots in total for the home team, and 7 for the away team. So you're looking at 26 shots, and to only get 8 corners out of that is pretty unusual, you know. That's when I use my filters. I often put 27 or more shots on goal per game as an average for the two teams when I'm filtering. So I say, show me games where, amongst other filters, show me games where the teams average 27 shots on goal. So this would have, I mean, yeah, it would have missed by 1, but you can see what I mean. It was unfortunate, I would say, and unusual that many shots resulted in such few corners. So yeah, we take the loss, but we're not too discouraged by it. Next up was Mexican League. This was at 11 o'clock, so this is the last pick of the day, and this was an under 2.5 goals game as well. And yeah, we were successful with this one too. 0-0 at half time again, so you could have got in and out early. I think the first goal in this one was about the 46th minute, so if you'd have got out at half time, you'd have been fine. Obviously, if you'd have let it run till the end, you'd have been fine, but as we've talked about before, I like to get out before that second goal comes in. So so another winning selection though, so a really good day yesterday. So if we look at the breakdown, we had 1 draw selection. We did have 3 to start with, but 2 of them got called off. They were in Germany and they were postponed, so we ended up with just 1 draw, which came in at 2-2, which is amazing. Brilliant start to the day. So plus 2.75 points. Under 2.5 goals, we had plus 0.66 in the Barrow versus Salford game and plus 0.72 in the Mexican game, and then we had down -1 on the corners. So we ended up with 3.13 points, which is amazing. You know, if you could get that every day, you'd be more than happy. So that's 2 days in a row of greens, and long may it continue. So I will be with you again tomorrow. I already know at the time of recording this that we've had a draw overnight, which I'm delighted with. So another early draw which I'll update you on tomorrow. So for those who subscribe to the picks, you'll know already, and hopefully you got on that. But yeah, I'll be back with you tomorrow. So cheers, see you later.